Hi, in this lesson I'm going to show you how to move and copy documents. We're here in our HR team site. Let's go to our document library. In our document library we have many job descriptions, and what we have decided to do is create another document library. And if you look over here on our quick launch, you'll see we have a new document library called job descriptions. Now I actually have it open up here in another tab. And we see that we already have 3 more job descriptions in there. So what we want to do is move all of our job descriptions out of this document library and into the job descriptions document library. So let's go ahead and let's get started. We're going to pick one job description. We'll pick this accounts payable clerk. And we're going to select it by clicking on the little circle over here. You'll see once we do, it gets filled in blue and it has a little check mark. We also notice that it has been highlighted in gray. And when we come up to the top, we see a lot of options, but the one we want is all the way over here to the right. We're going to click on Move To. And when we click on that, you'll see that we have places where we can move it to. We can move it to the current library, which is the document library we're already in. But if I do select this, and I'm going to do that just so you can see, once I do that, it shows me if I have other folders in this document library, which I do. I have this contracts folder. I could select that and put it in there. I could move this document into that folder, or I could create a new folder. Now, I actually don't want to do that, so I'm going to close that and click Move again. And this time I'm going to go to the HR team site because I want to go to a different document library. I'm going to click the HR team site and it shows me the other document libraries. And the one I want is job descriptions. And when I do that, again, it gives me the option to create a new folder, but I don't need to do that. I'm simply going to go and click Move here. Now you'll see it says moved one item to job descriptions, and it's gone. It's not in this documents folder anymore. It is in the job descriptions folder. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at our job descriptions document library, and there it is, the accounts payable clerk job description. All right, let's go back to our documents library. We can also move these in batches. I could select as many of these as I want, and I can move them all at the same time. You'll see once I selected a great deal of them, I have the Move To button up here again. I could also delete them or copy them, but we'll get to copying later. We're going to select Move To, and again, HR team site and job descriptions. We'll go ahead and click Move here. And you see it's moving 8 items. Now this will take a little bit of time, and a lot of this depends on how many documents you're moving and how good your internet connection is. And when we go to our job descriptions folder, we have to refresh. And now we see that our job descriptions are there. Now I left one job description here because the last time I tried to move it, which as you can see was 27 minutes ago, I had some issues with it. And I'm saving this because I want you to see this is something that might happen to you, and I don't want you to panic. I'm going to select this document, click Move To, and choose my HR team site and job descriptions, and let's see what happens. Yeah. This is what happened to me before, and it's still happening. And it's telling me that this file has been locked for shared use by, and if you look, you can look right here, you'll see that it shows G. Colson at Elevair Skills. That's who I'm signed in as, Gary Colson. But for some reason, and if I click on here, I can get that message back again. For some reason, SharePoint thinks that I have locked this file. I haven't. This is something that happens occasionally, and this is something that is a known issue in SharePoint Online. Now, even if I were the administrator, and I can sign in as the administrator on this account, there's really nothing that I can do with it. I can't delete this file. I can't move it. I can't check it out and check it back in. I'm stuck. And unfortunately, what happens is you have to wait for SharePoint to release this file. Now, sometimes it only takes a few minutes. I have heard accounts of it taking several days. So I just wanted you to be aware that if this happens, don't get frustrated. You just have to be patient, okay? All right, now let's go ahead and let's go back to our job description folder because I want to copy some of these documents into other places. We've seen how to move things. Now we want to go ahead and copy them. I'm going to click here on the Accounts Payable Clerk job description, and I want to copy this to the public site. This is a job that's open, and we want to post this job description on the public site. So what we're going to do is select that, and we look up here. We don't see anything that says copy to, but we come over here to the end, and we see the 3 ellipses. Once we click on that, there is copy to, and just like we saw with the move to, it's going to show me all of these different places, and I want to move it to the public site. So I'm going to select that, and you see it's going to go ahead and put it on the public site in the Documents folder. So we're going to copy it here. Copying, copying, copying. And it's copied. So we know that that has been copied. We'll go to our SharePoint portal and we'll open up the public site. And if we look in the document library, there it is, the Accounts Payable Clerk job description that we just copied into that document library. Now there's one more place we want to copy something to. Let's copy this one, the Administrative Assistant job description. We're going to copy to OneDrive, Gary Colson's OneDrive. We're going to go ahead and put this in his OneDrive. So I'm going to select OneDrive. I can create a new folder if I want. I'm not going to bother. You know how to do that. Well, actually, let's. You know, we didn't do this before. So let's go ahead and let's select that, and we're going to call it, you guessed it, Job Descriptions. It's creating that folder. Now we can select that folder and copy here. And it's copying that one item, copying. We'll wait a little bit until it lets us know it's done. It's taking a little bit. There it goes. Copied one item to job description. That took a little bit longer than I would have expected. But let's go to our Office home and open up Gary's OneDrive. We see the job descriptions folder that we just created, and when we open it, there is the file that we copied, the Administrative Assistant job description. So now you know how to move and copy documents from a SharePoint document library. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.